Right, this is a quick walk around video for Nissan Tekna. This is a 2-litre version. I do apologise, it's very windy today, so I'm trying to hold my hand over the microphone. It's not meant to be muffled, so hopefully you can hear me. Just 42,000 miles on this car and in very, very nice condition. I don't normally do the videos here actually, just doing some work as to where we do the videos, which is quite noisy, so hence I've come around here to do it today. All the lights and lenses very, very clean and clear of any sort of condensation, cracks or anything like that. Bonnet itself pretty much unmarked, can't see a stone chip of any note on there really. If I come to the near side of the vehicle first, very, very clean in the panel work. I mean, this is a very, very clean car, to be fair to it. For a 10-year-old car, it's quite remarkable really. Front wing unmarked, front alloy clean as a whistle, and then down the near side again wonderfully clean. It's not to say there isn't the odd light mark that the camera hasn't picked up on, so please do bear that in mind. Rear alloy really good. I'm going to watch out for that horsefly because that looks like it's about to come and grab me. And then around the back of the car, very, very clean and tidy. Come around to the offside of the car as well. Again, wonderfully clean in the panel work. Very fresh, sort of real luster to the paintwork. Offside rear alloy, absolutely unmarked. The paintwork down the side is wonderful. There's a couple of very, very, very light sort of car park style dinks. I mean, they are minuscule, so I will pick them out. There's one there and one there, but I mean they're so small. But you know, just the whole point of these videos is to pick up on any marks, no matter how small. But they don't detract from the car in any way because the car is in very, very nice condition. Coming into the boot area, very nicely finished, and a very, very big boot in these cars as well. But this one's been given the lightest of use. It's in lovely condition back here, which isn't always the case because these are family cars and can often be used for their purpose. So you know, this is very tidy. Coming to the back of the car now, loads and loads of rear legroom in these cars, and the back of this, it literally looks as though it's hardly been sat in. The leather work is absolutely beautiful. There's hardly a mark in there at all, and again, very rare for this type of car. Front passenger door card, again, looks pretty much as new. Footwell areas are all very, very clean and tidy in the vehicle. Front seats, front passenger one here, again, just looks as though it's been given minimal use. So there's just been one person really driving this car because it's, all these seats are in just wonderful condition. So coming to the front of the car now, again, all very clean and tidy. And it's one of the best Qashqais I've seen inside. It's been kept very well. The only marks, just a tiny bit on the bolstering getting in and out, but literally hardly anything at all. So sat inside the car now, engine's running for this part of the video just so you can see the dashboard actually illuminated. But it's in absolutely fantastic condition in here. It looks almost as new. Plastics are in wonderful, wonderful condition. So heated seat buttons obviously on this Tekna model as well. I just panning to the dashboard there for you. 42,289 miles. So just the low fuel light on the vehicle, but everything just looks in wonderful condition in here. It's been really, really well looked after, this car. Just to look above our head here, obviously you've got this lovely, huge, clear panoramic roof. Flick of a button, obviously you can close the blind all the way back across if you so wish to. I haven't set it on a day like today, why would you? It's a glorious day. What will follow this video will be a road test of this very car. Alright, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Nissan Qashqai 2-litre Tekna, registered EF08NCA, and mileage at the start of this road test is just 42,283 miles. The reason we do these road tests, very simply, is just so customers get to see our cars actually in operation. That way, if there's any issues with them, we can relay them back to you as part of the road test. You know, we know what it's like when you go and see a car, and when you get there you find out it's got a fundamental problem which you clearly should have been told about before setting off. So that's why we do it. So it is critical in that sense. It's also done on the same very quiet country roads, very close to our premises, so hopefully it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself if offered a test drive on the vehicle. So starting with the engine of the vehicle, you've obviously got keyless start, keyless entry, so you just turn the little button on the side here to start the engine. Engine starts absolutely instantly, of course, settles to a completely smooth and even idle. Very, very willing engines, rev very nicely, very keen to pull as well. It's you can tell it's the more powerful engine because it's really keen to get up and go. But a lovely unit to use, very quiet in operation, very smooth. It's just a very, very nice car to drive with this engine. Worth pointing out, apart from a low fuel light, there's absolutely no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car for that matter. Let me just pop backwards a second. You can see my neighbours coming through. Temperature gauge running it just over a third, which is exactly where it should be, and the car has been running for quite some time now. So engine's absolutely superb, as you'd expect given such a low mileage on the car. Engine then feeds through clutch and into gearbox. Clutch on the vehicle, very smooth in operation. Bike point is exactly where it should be. All is very, very good with the clutch on this car. Clutch then goes into the Nissan 6-speed gearbox. Very smooth shifting gear changes, very typically Japanese, just nice, easy to use. I can't find anywhere in the gear changes at all. It feels absolutely spot on. It's certainly a gearbox that you can sort of use very easily. You don't get lost in it at all. Every gear change is sort of met with a nice smooth actuation. But as I said, there's no play in the linkage of it at all from what I can feel through the gear lever here. So in terms of the powertrain of the vehicle, all absolutely spot on. Steering on the vehicle, always been a very strong point of these Qashqais. They've been noted as a very, very good drivers' cars, and you can see why. Steering's very well weighted, very precise, nice and accurate, and very, very well matched to the chassis of the vehicle. I've detected absolutely no vibrations coming back through the steering wheel at all on the vehicle up to the legal limit, which is obviously the speeds at which I'm allowed to drive the car. So all good there. Also tracks absolutely dead straight as well. As I said, just no vibrations at all coming through the steering wheel. Can't feel any play in it, no wear, nothing at all. That just feels a really solid car on the move. With limited, if sort of zero wear that I can actually feel. The chassis of the car, very nice, comfortable ride. Goes to the corners really nicely. Sits nice and flat through the corners, which is a real plus for these cars, because a lot of sort of these taller vehicles can kind of keel over through the corners and be quite unwieldy, but this is actually very, very nice indeed. And what I'm looking out for on test drive, of course, is just signs of any mechanical wear underneath, where you might have a few little sort of chatters from underneath from the suspension components, but there's nothing. It's absolutely silent on the move, apart from you can hear it going over the bumps, but nothing beyond that. The brake pedal on the car, really, really solid. They're very impressive brakes. Touch the brake pedal, nose dives down, straight and true, no vibrations, no pulsing through the brake pedals at all in very, very, very good order, in fact. I'm just going to swing around here, it's the halfway point. What's also noticeable is just how quiet the car is as well. These are very, very quiet cars on the move. Wind noise, road noise, engine noise, all very well muted. Obviously that would be spoiled, of course, if you had a sort of a damaged windscreen seal or something, but there's nothing at all that shouldn't be there. Looking around inside the car, very nice condition, very, very well built cars, no squeaks, buzzers, creaks, nothing from the interior. They do assemble these cars extremely well. All working beautifully. Air conditioning's on. It's quite a warm day today. That's pumping out lovely cold air through the vents there. But it's just a nice, simple, easy to use car, which is a real rarity in this day and age, where manufacturers seem to like to overcomplicate things. The radio is simple. Climate control system is simplicity itself. Of course, that's dual zone, so you've got side-to-side temperature changes there. Dashboard in front, minimal in information, which is all the better for it, because the information it gives is really immediate, very simple to take on board. All the readouts working exactly as they should, by the way. Steering wheel feels kind of small, but perfectly formed in hand, really nicely done. Obviously you've got controls there for sort of various functions, radio, also the telephone system and the cruise control as well. But the car drives absolutely beautifully. As I said at the start of the video, the point of these videos is to highlight any issues on the car, of which in all honesty I can find nothing at all that merits a mention. It drives absolutely beautifully. So whoever's going to be the next owner of this car is going to have a very, very nice car indeed. So having said that, if I've missed anything on the video, as always, please do give us a call and we'll happily answer any questions you might have about this car.